Lawmakers on Capitol Hill are moving to force a vote whether to expel embattled Congressman George Santos. The New York Republican is facing nearly 24 federal charges and a scathing ethics report accusing him of stealing campaign money for personal use. But Santos has vowed not to resign. House Speaker Mike Johnson spoke earlier today about that vote.
What we've said as a leadership team is we're going to allow people to vote their conscience. I think it's the only appropriate thing we can do. We've not whipped the vote, and we wouldn't. I trust that people will make that decision thoughtfully and in good faith. I personally have real reservations about doing this. I'm concerned about a precedent that may be set for that. So everybody's working through that, and we'll see how they vote tomorrow.
ABC's Jay O'Brien joins me now from Capitol Hill with more on that. Jay, Santos has already survived 2 expulsion votes, but that was before this House Ethics Committee report. 2/3 of the chamber would have to vote in favor of removal. So what are you hearing from lawmakers on the Hill in terms of where this stands?
Well, the big takeaway right now, Diane, is that this vote is not a given. The earliest this vote is expected is tomorrow, and there are a number of Republican lawmakers at this hour who have come out and expressed the same kind of concerns that you just heard Speaker Johnson express in that sound that you just played, which is the Speaker saying that he's concerned about the precedent this sets, and specifically the precedent he's talking about is expelling a member of Congress before their case or whatever they're accused of doing is adjudicated in a court of law. Remember, George Santos faces criminal charges. He's pled not guilty to those charges, and that case continues. Nonetheless, we also have heard from a number of lawmakers who have flipped their vote from not voting to expel Santos the last time this came around on November 1st to now being in favor of expelling Santos, as you said, after that Ethics Committee report. Even some of his own Republicans from New York, like Nicole Malliotakis, telling me that that report was scathing enough that she feels that enough due process has been done to switch her vote to being in favor of expelling Santos. So the proof will really be in the pudding in that expected vote tomorrow. But the reality here, Diane, is it's a tall order to expel anyone from Congress. As you said, it takes 2/3, which comes out to about 290 members, and only about 179 to be exact, voted to expel Santos the last time this came around earlier this month. So they've got a lot of votes they've got to move from no to yes to kick George Santos out of Congress.
Santos says he won't resign, but he also says he expects to be voted out. So what's his strategy at this point? Why hold on?
Well, I talked to a source close to Santos just yesterday, and they said their strategy, if you can call it a strategy at this hour, is really just to hold on, is really just to take this vote to the floor. Santos said last night in remarks on the floor that he wants to put lawmakers on the record as to whether or not they want to expel him. The defense that he's using is the defense that you've heard some lawmakers start to buy into, which is he wants to go through due process, and he says that he doesn't want to set a quote-unquote precedent in this institution. But his staff, Diane, say they are going to hold on to this. I had one staffer close to Santos describe their operation right now as a pirate ship and saying they are going to try to go down with the ship, Diane.
All right, down with the ship. ABC's Jay O'Brien on Capitol Hill. We'll watch that. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.